What is up, guys? It has been a couple weeks since you guys have seen what's been going on with the Pitbull, and that's just kind of because I had to hunker down and just really get a lot done. I had to focus. I didn't have a lot of time to film because filming just adds, you know, twice the time to the project. So I've got the Edelbrock ProFlow manifold sitting on right here. I've got a bunch of other stuff for the engine. The engine's basically ready to go, except got a tiny little leak, which I already cleaned it up. Obviously, leaks aren't any good, so I was super excited. I was supposed to have the engine stabbed in today, but we're not gonna be able to do that. I've got to drain the pan, pull the pan, put a new gasket on. Hopefully that all seals and works and functions. By the end of the day, I want to have this in. At this point, I've got a week and a couple days, 9 days left before I've got to take this thing to Colorado. I don't know, it's a lot of stuff. It's like this table, transmission, transfer case. I've got a whole list, but I need to stop talking. What am I doing? You guys are keeping me from getting this thing done. Okay, so the oil pan is torqued down. So hopefully this thing holds oil now. I'm gonna pour oil in, go take a lunch or something, come back and see if this thing is holding its own. So wish me luck. So I was actually sitting there thinking, and I decided, you know, why take a lunch when I could just keep on getting stuff done? I have a deadline after all. So, the air cleaner offset base came in, and the reason I needed that was, well, I'll show you. So the reason I needed that was because if you see the Edelbrock base that we're running, if you just look in there, it's way too close to the distributor cap. So that offset is gonna put it back just enough to not have to do anything super weird. Freaking beautiful, fits like a glove. So clears the distributor. Let's throw this puppy on. Okay, so here is the plan of attack. So since we know all of this stuff is ready to go on, basically right now, I've got to take the Pitbull off the lift, get it sitting on the floor, get a forklift ready, or use the engine hoist. But basically get this thing all rigged up so we're ready to pick it up into the air and plop it in there. So it's a big day, but we're gonna make it happen. I'll interrupt Evan so we can get some better shots of this thing going in. So I'm gonna take lunch and we'll come back and BAM!
Show us what's up with this thing. How do we get this thing down without it crashing down? Yeah, we're moving, folks! Okay, so we have determined that we need to pull the header off on the passenger side and see what happens. All right, so the engine is sitting flat in the engine bay. We didn't have any problems, just a little bit of fix it here, fix it there type of stuff that you run into. Now it's testing time, it's doing all of the fun stuff. This is a big momentous thing. I don't think I fathom quite what we did today, but made some big progress, some big headway in this project. So by the time you guys are watching this, like I said earlier, it'll either be running or it won't. Anyways, guys, we're gonna keep on with the vlog and we'll let you guys know if we run into anything else super fun, so. Okay, so in this fun little install that we're doing, basically the entire drivetrain, putting the radiator and the engine, well basically putting the radiator in, if you're looking closely you can see that there's no space between the fan and the pulley. So that's one of the first problems that we're running into. So we're either gonna have to fabricate the fan shroud to get the fan moved in closer towards the radiator, or we're gonna have to fabricate the radiator mounts up here to get this thing sucked in closer or farther away from the engine. It's adding a little bit of extra work, but we're gonna make it happen here because we've got no other choice. So let's get to it. If you look, you can see that there's way more space in there than there was before. There's about 1/4 to 1/2 of an inch. So next up, what we're gonna do is we're gonna throw the radiator mount dealios back on, and we're just kind of mark on this piece right here some cut lines, because what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut a notch in here. I'm gonna get to hacking away some more redneck stuff. Okay, so it's 5 o'clock. These radiator mounts, they're not even radiator mounts at this point. This is literally a hack job. I'm trying my best. I am not gonna bring you guys along for this sour ride. I'm gonna try to figure this out on my own. So hopefully we'll get to some of the wiring of the Edelbrock and all that other good stuff. But again, it's crunch time, so I'm gonna quit talking and we'll see you guys in a bit. All right, so I have no idea where I left off, but it's around 10 o'clock on Friday night. I'm gonna call it today. I made some pretty good progress. The exhaust is in. I started the fabrication for these radiator mounts. I've got to do a little bit more. Obviously that one's a little bit off, but I'm exhausted. I've been up since 5:30, so it's time to go take a nap or something and come back tomorrow. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. Alright, so it's about 10 o'clock on Saturday night, and as you guys can see, I've got the grill on, radiator, tranny cooler. Got the battery sitting in here just so I could start working on some of the wiring and the placement. It's an absolute mess. It's kind of what did me in today. I'm calling it, but as far as progress, I got the ARB in too. A lot of the wiring, the simple wiring parts of the ProFlow I've got going, so. Oh, also, I wasn't filming this for you guys, but got the throttle cable that we installed. A little bit of fab work there, but we got it to work. So either tomorrow or Monday, I'm gonna be working on the fuel pressure regulator, working on some air temp stuff. I don't know, just a bunch of random stuff. I've still got a whole list. It doesn't seem to be getting any shorter, but I'm gonna go to bed. We'll catch you guys in the next episode or the next day or whatever we decide to do with this video. Peace! Let me give you the quick rundown of what we're doing. We've been spending the last 4 or 5 days getting everything dialed in, wiring, fuel pump, all of that stuff for the Edelbrock and for the engine itself. And we're having the time of our lives here. It's just bigger and bigger problems. We've got 3 days at this point before we have to head out to Colorado, and I'm trying to take this thing. And as of right now, the transmission isn't in, the transfer case isn't in, obviously drive shafts aren't in, and I have no brake system right now. So I've got to do all of that in 3 days on top of actually getting this motor to fire so we can break it in. So a lot of stuff going on, but right now nothing is turning on like it's supposed to except for the lights. Boop. We get to do some diagnosing. Wish us luck. Okay, so we got the fan problem situated. Now next up, it's trying to dial in the programming for the Edelbrock, doing a little bit of cleanup, seeing what we got there. But it is the end of the day, so the video guy is going. So we're just gonna see what we can get with my filming skills. So I did that. I did this alone for 2 years. I should be able to handle it, right? The plan is to get this thing to start up tonight, and we don't want you guys to miss out on that. So until we get that process going, we'll catch you guys.
What we'll actually do is we'll kick it over and start it, and then we'll act like we're kicking it over and starting it for the first time, and that's what you'll see.
Whoa, whoa! Except like if it blows up, we can't redo that part, so we gotta film the first take. All right, guys, we will catch you when this thing is ready to turn over. So it's day who knows what of the pit bull put back together race to the finish line, trying to get this thing ready for Colorado. And I'm having a little bit of problems wiring this fan because it just wants to kick on and off whenever it pleases. We had this switch running before, so I'm just trying to figure out the wiring of that. I think I've got it dialed, so there's no time to talk to you guys, unfortunately. I'm just gonna get to wiring this thing up, and we're gonna fire this thing back up and break it in, so enjoy. We have fan. Now it's time to break in the motor. Alrighty guys, so the 347 stroker is alive, kicking and screaming, and now it's our turn to kick and scream and get this thing onto the lift, take off the header, the exhaust system, throw the transmission and transfer case up, and start dialing everything else in. I am going to be putting the Moab Hydro Boost brake system on this thing, so I got to do that as well. Those are my two biggest mountains right now. So I just need to start tackling those. I'm not even gonna think of anything else to say. Let's do it. All right guys, so the exhaust and the header is out of the way. Now it is time to put the Moab kit in because I don't wanna have the transmission in without having any brakes, because that is no fun, trust me, I've tried it. So I was gonna do a Tech Tuesday on how to install the Moab kit because you guys have been asking about it, but unfortunately, I'm not gonna have time. Now maybe I can learn from my doings here and put together Tech Tuesday on how to do this for you guys later, but we're not gonna do that now. I'm just gonna show me putting it in, and you know, if you guys catch something from that, sweet. If not, hopefully sometime in the near future we'll have a Tech Tuesday for you guys. But we're gonna start throwing this puppy in, the whole kit, and then it's the transmission. So this is the Hydro Boost unit going in the pit bull. This thing feels like a stud, but nothing's stopping the pit bull, mark my words, except for this brake system. That doesn't get installed. let me just interrupt right here and just kind of say that this is kind of where the video is going to end. I've got 1 million more hours of work to put into this thing. 2 days left after tonight, so videos going up however it is. If you guys are following my personal page, or if you guys are following Wild Horses on Instagram, you will have seen if we actually made the deadline or not. So go check those out to see once we get back from Colorado, Super Celebration, and all of that good stuff. Then we'll start putting the videos together for that to show you guys if the Pitbull actually made it and all that stuff. We got a lot of good stuff coming, because either way, if I don't make it to Super Celebration, I'm gonna come back 2 weeks from now and keep hacking away at this, and this thing will be back on the road. So a lot of good stuff coming. Thank you guys so much for watching Off the Leash. I hope you guys enjoy this segment. Just seeing me sweat my butt off trying to get this thing to work. The Bronco lifestyle, living it to the fullest. So anyways, guys, make sure you subscribe if you're not already. And as always, with all of that being said, we will see you guys out there on the trail. Peace!